The 7-Day Brain Reset System. What if in just 7 days you could begin resetting your brain? Not perfectly, not magically, but enough to feel clearer, calmer, more focused, and more mentally alive again. Because most people today are not living with a damaged brain. They're living with an overloaded brain, an inflamed brain, an exhausted brain. And the problem is not just stress, it's that the brain never gets a chance to fully reset. Until now. The goal of this reset. This is not a detox, not a challenge. This is about reducing the daily load that silently drains the brain. Because the brain heals best when interference is removed. Think about modern life. Screens, stress, notifications, poor sleep, constant stimulation, sugar spikes, mental overload. Your brain never fully stops processing, never fully recovers. The result: brain fog, mental fatigue, low motivation, poor focus, emotional exhaustion, and over time, these become your baseline. The 7-Day Reset Principle. This reset focuses on sleep, breathing, metabolism, inflammation, and stress regulation. Day 1. Remove morning. Overload. Most people start the day by overstimulating the brain immediately. Phone, notifications, news, stress. The reset. For the first hour after waking, no social media, no endless scrolling, no information overload. Instead, light exposure, hydration, slow breathing. Why this matters. Morning cortisol naturally rises after waking. But constant stimulation pushes the brain into stress mode immediately. The goal is stability, not overload. Day 2. Stabilize blood sugar. The brain hates unstable energy. Sugar spikes, energy crashes, frequent snacking, all destabilize focus. The reset. Reduce ultra-processed foods, increase protein and whole foods, avoid constant grazing all day. Allow metabolic stability to return. Why this matters. Stable blood sugar creates stable brain energy, and stable brain energy improves focus, mood, and mental resilience. Day 3. Reset breathing. Most people breathe too fast, too shallow, too unconsciously, especially under stress. The reset. Several times a day. Pause, slow the breath, breathe through the nose, lengthen the exhale. Why this matters. Slow breathing helps regulate nervous system activity and oxygen delivery, which improves brain efficiency. Day 4. Reduce information. Toxicity. Your brain constantly consumes news, notifications, and noise. It never fully processes any of it. The reset. Reduce unnecessary input. Create periods of silence. No background stimulation. Allow the brain to breathe. Day 5. Prioritize deep sleep. The brain detoxifies during deep sleep. Without deep sleep, recovery remains incomplete. The reset. 1 hour before bed, dim lights, reduce screens, create darkness and consistency. Signal it is safe to recover. Day 6. Move the body. Movement changes the brain directly, improves circulation, oxygen delivery, and reduces inflammation. The reset. Just consistent movement. Walking, stretching, light activity. A sedentary brain becomes slower and less resilient. Day 7. Rebuild mental recovery. Most people rest physically but not mentally. Their brain is always active, always stimulated. The reset. Create intentional recovery. Quiet time, reflection, nature, stillness. The brain cannot recover in constant noise. What happens after 7 days? Not perfection, but awareness. You begin noticing better clarity, more stable energy, and improved focus. Why this works? Because you are reducing the load that has been overwhelming the brain, supporting it, not forcing it. The biggest mistake. People look for intensity, extreme diets, extreme routines, but the brain thrives on consistency and safety. The long-term goal: protecting the future of the brain. Brain aging is cumulative, and every daily signal matters. Everything we discussed leads here. Can the brain recover if given the right environment? Often, yes. The big insight: your brain is not broken, it is overloaded. And recovery begins when the overload stops. Right now, your brain is adapting to everything you give it. Every screen, every stress response, every poor night of sleep. But every healthy signal changes the brain too. Every calm breath, every deep night of sleep, every moment of recovery. The brain is always adapting. The question is, what are you training it to become? Comment below. Which day of the 7-day reset would help you most? Your brain is already more aware than it was before.